You guys wake up. Both of y'all need jobs. Good morning, YouTube family. Welcome to a frigid morning from the city of Tokyo. Again, so today's adventure is we are headed to immigrations to see if we can get this whole residence thing down so that I can continue on in life. So right now, it's in the way and it's an obstacle, but it's an obstacle that we'll get over. So right now, we're going to pick up our second JDM rental. We'll drop the little monster off at the nursery and get a couple of more supporting documents for my case, and then head over there. It seems that it's extremely packed all the time, so I'm hoping that they have some kind of rules in place to where we're not all packed together and whatnot, or might just find a different one. I was gonna go to the one here in the city, but it's way too packed to the point where they don't even answer the phone when you call them. So we'll try not to get killed by that van right there. That'd be good. So we're gonna go to one in a different town. Try to get that handled today. The first time I got residence here, it took all of maybe 2 weeks to get done, but that was in Okinawa, and this is a much larger city where rules are a lot more strict. So we'll see what happens. But we're in the same parking lot we were in before, and they got me driving my worst nightmare. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a Prius. Oh gosh, I've never in my life actually driven a Prius out in town like this. Like, I used to work at Toyota back in the day, and drove Prius around the parking lot for deliveries, but never actually like this. So if you see me in a Prius, it's mainly because it's a situation that cannot be helped, or shogunai. But yeah, let's get going. Parking was expensive today. I think they might jack up the prices for weekdays or something, because it was almost Nissan yen. Like, mostly it's maybe 1000 yen per day, about $10, but Jesus, this morning it was really expensive. Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate that I'm so short on time this morning, because I'll definitely go in there and get a spicy chicken. I absolutely love how kind and sweet Japanese people are with driving. Nobody would ever move for you or give you the right of way willingly in the US, or stop and let you go. That never gets old. To give you guys an idea of how narrow the streets are here, a Prius is huge driving on the road. This is crazy. Like, I'm so used to driving K's. Prius is ridiculously large. It takes up nearly the entire road. Alright guys, just an update. I apologize, I couldn't really film when I was there. There's so many people in there, and it was like right beside, I think, Japanese self-defense, and they're saying no cameras and things of that nature. So we went to Tachikawa, and I turned in my packet, and I guess the immigrations officer said that if a decision isn't made by the 90-day mark, then I'll have to go back to the States and wait. But I don't really see it taking that long. The last time I got residence, within I think 3 weeks, I had my car. So I'm thinking like maybe 1 to 3 weeks, or maybe a month or so, I should have it here as well. But that's where we're at with that. It took a lot shorter than I expected, so now I have the rest of the day, and I think I'm just gonna do some random running around since I still have the rental car. Might run over to one of the bases and get some things that I need. But yeah, pretty stoked that everything went smoothly. We had all the documents that they needed. There wasn't any running around or wild goose chases or anything like that. The gentleman, the immigration officer, he's also extremely nice. A lot of times when you go in places like that, those people aren't really that friendly. So it's cool that he was really helpful and really nice about it. So, but might head over to the shop today to do some business and talk with my people over there, or might not. But I'll let you guys know in a few minutes. I'll give you an update on what's going on. Good morning, my co-pilots. So it's been a couple of days. Actually, it's been more like a week or something like that. And today we're going to do some running around. Nothing really happened. I didn't really get any updates or nothing like that with my immigrations, and there was really nothing to kind of show that day. So I just waited until there was something that we were doing. So today we are going to run to Hachioji. I was surfing Google a couple of nights ago, I think 2 nights ago. And you know how those recommended news, whatever that you like, kind of pop up. So I got a notification saying that there was a new rear spoiler for the R34 that just came out. And it's really tight in here. That just came out, and I looked up the place, and it turns out it's right in my backyard. It's right over there in Hachioji. So we're gonna go over there, and we're gonna see what they have, and I want to see how it looks, because it's basically the stock spoiler, which is good, but it's lifted, kind of like the R34 GTR, and how from the factory it's small, and then you can get the wing risers, and it looks pretty dope then, and you can pass check-in with it, and nobody really gives you a stink about it. I wanted to do the wingless look, but I actually kind of liked how it looked in the pictures, so we're gonna run over there and see if they have any in stock. All right, guys, we're at 7-Eleven. We're gonna get some yen for the tolls, because we're definitely hopping on the expressway, and then we'll be on our way. The place is called Shaft Automotive Services. Kind of a bland, boring name, but right over in Hachioji, so we're definitely gonna go check them out real quick. The girl next to me, she's just chilling. She on her Switch. Wonder what she's playing. Probably Pokemon, because she's deep into it. You know, it's kind of heartbreaking to see how much times have changed. This lot at this gas station 5 years ago, and this person just parked right beside me. Good. But anyway, that lot 5 years ago, it used to be full of like cool stuff. When I first got to Tokyo in 2015, that lot had a SW20 Turbo, it had a S13 Sylvia, had a S15 Sylvia, like it had all this cool stuff, the JZX100 Cresta, and now it's just reduced to normal people, boring cars. It's a shame that times have changed so much to the point where the car culture and the car community is shrinking, and things are just going to more economy cars. And even this lot right here, Big Motor, used to have really cool stuff back in the day, but I guess that's what happens as time goes on. This looks like a fun little curvy road, minus the leaves. I mean, I'm not one to recommend doing anything stupid, but for spirited driving, when there's not people out here counting traffic. Looks like it'd be a pretty fun little, until you get here. It's narrow as hell here. This is some beautiful scenery though. It really is. It's hard to believe this is Tokyo. Most people think that when they hear Tokyo, they think middle of the city, large buildings, millions of people, the tower, Skytree, things like that. But Tokyo has its countryside, and it is gorgeous. It really is. It is absolutely gorgeous. Hey guys, so we made it. We're here, and there's so many R34s everywhere. There's turbos, non-turbos, automatics, factory manuals, sedans, coupes. There's no GTRs here, unfortunately, so we won't be able to see any of those today, but there's one that looks very close right over there, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. But this place specializes in the ER34 community, and honestly, I think that's pretty dope, because ER34s don't get enough love, like, outside of Japan, in my opinion. But here you have whole communities that dedicate themselves to this car, and it's such an underrated car. It really is. When people say R34s are overrated, they mean GTRs, because these cars are definitely not. The first thing most people want to do when they get these cars is throw a RB26 in it, and to put the GTR parts on it, which I understand, because I'm pretty much doing the same thing. But a lot of the times these cars are good to go right out of the gate, just like this. Oh, there's a nice yellow turbo MRT going that way. But I like the ER34 because you can just make your own. Well, parts aren't as cheap now as they were back in the day, but you can just do whatever you want with this car because it's so much more affordable than the GTR. The GTR, anything you do, it's got to be reversible, just because it's such a halo car and they're so expensive. But these cars are just universal. You can just pretty much do whatever. But yeah, let's get in here and let's walk around. I'll show you guys some of the cars, and we'll go from there. And we'll see if we can get inside and talk about this wing.